Okay,
All
we
right,
are back.
we're back.
Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah,
God.
I guess, well, we deleted the video so they wouldn't know.
Right.
I don't think anybody was watching, so there's that.
Yeah.
Well, it's our 1 year anniversary, so it's been 1 year since we started streaming Movie Madness.
Yes.
And we've streamed like, what, 30 some odd episodes?
Yeah, at least 30, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a number of them.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Ugh. But yeah, I got dressed up because I got a baptism to go to after this. So run. That's pretty much my life.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Kids, whenever you burp, always say excuse me. Because no girl is going to like you and no guy's going to like you if you're like, yeah, it was a good one. They're going to look at you like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you? At least when you get to my age. All right, so what are we going to talk about? Because we covered a lot of stuff over here. Like we just started this on a whim.
Right.
And honestly, it's not bad, but I know you want to make it a little bit more, right?
Right.
Which we need to get some equipment for this thing.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I know we said yesterday we were going to talk about our favorite comedies, but I feel like that might be a bit difficult.
It's going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Why don't we do ones that are like most memorable?
Yeah.
Like for instance, Home Alone.
Okay.
Home Alone is freaking like we talked about Home Alone before.
Yeah.
But the first one was so freaking funny. So funny. I mean, between Joe Pesci and who was it that played Marvin?
Samuel Stern.
Samuel Stern. Those guys as the robbers, they were hilarious. It's like, we're the wet bandits. And then the second one, they get covered in syrup and stuff and sticky, and they're like, we're the sticky bandits. I think those are the only two outings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to an advanced screening for Strays.
Yeah.
Is a new movie with Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
Yeah. Where Will Ferrell plays a dog named Reggie, who gets left behind in an alley by his owner. So he teams up with a couple of other strays to get revenge on him.
Okay, that sounds like an antics movie, and I love
it. The movie is rated R.
Oh yeah, of course,
for a reason.
A lot of cussing.
Yeah, a lot of cussing and a lot of like dick jokes. So
yeah, that makes sense.
This is not a movie for kids. Do not take your kids to this movie.
Well, you put it Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx, you make it rated R. It's like there's no way you're getting kids in there. But I think the best way though they should do is like NC-17. I realize it wouldn't be enough to make it NC-17, but the parents are going to be bringing their kids in.
Yeah,
they're thinking, oh, it's a cute movie about animals taking revenge on owners. Like, no, asshole. Y'all need to learn, like, there's a rating system for a reason.
Yeah. Like, okay, I can't really talk too much about this because one, you want to try and keep this family friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And two, the movie's not even out yet. So
yeah, so gotta not talk about it so much. Let's see. You went to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right?
Yes.
And that one's already out, so we could talk about that.
Yeah.
Did
you see it?
No, I haven't, but we could talk about TMNT.
Yeah.
Like, it's been around since we were kids. Like, before we were even born, like, late 80s was the first iteration.
Yeah. Now I was never really into like the TMNT craze. I know my sister was.
I was into it. I liked it like a lot. Like Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome. And of course, Master Splinter.
I think I was more into Street Sharks.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it was like the main reason that TMNT existed was to sell toys.
Yeah.
Like
And pizza.
yeah, literally, those are the only two things necessary for a TMNT franchise. No, don't lick my pants. That it only existed so that you could sell toys and pizza, and it worked. It worked. Like the toys came out first, and whenever the TV show came out with like a new thing, like the Turtles RV or something like that, it immediately hit the shelves, and people were like, "We gotta get this! We gotta get this thing!" And it sold. It's what kept TMNT going. So this new one is from Seth Rogen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Permanent teenager Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he likes his dick jokes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. So this thing, TMNT started like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
That's when it came out. They also did a live action series.
They did a few live action movies.
And they worked pretty well. Like the first couple were good, but after that it was like, it started going downhill.
Yeah.
But the cartoon has been rebooted so many times. As a matter of fact, we're gonna go to like the year 2012, where most people thought, and my generation thought, the world's gonna end on this date in 2012. Did it? No. We're still here 11 years later. We're still pissed about it. Sorry, family friendly, angry. So as you can imagine, we were kind of angry about that stuff, about it not happening. But let's get back to the Turtles. So there was a new version of the Turtles that came out after the 2007, 2008 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which you can find that series actually on YouTube for free. Like the 2007, 2008 one. It was pretty fun.
I just remember when they introduced a female Ninja Turtle.
When did they do that?
I don't remember, but she was named like Venus de Milo or something like that.
First I'm hearing of this.
Yeah. I think it was in the third movie, back in like the 90s.
That's why we don't remember it, because
Yeah.
it was pigeonholed. Like they tried it once and it didn't really work, so they just
yeah.
So, anyways, in 2012, they got a whole new voice acting cast because they rebooted the series again. In this one, this is one that I go back to. My brother got me turned on to because it was so funny. Pinky and the Brain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy who voices Pinky plays Donatello in the 2012 version. And you literally can hear it when he talks, and it's so friggin' funny. The best one that I know of is from this little clip where they're trying to deactivate a trap. They deactivate it, and a force field goes up. And it turns out they have to go from stealth to combat. And so Leo goes, "There's a force field!" He turns to Donatello, "Why didn't you tell me?" And this is where I love the Donatello of the 2012 version. Well, because I wanted us to fail. Obviously, I didn't know! Like, just that sass from Donnie was great. I was like, I like this version.
Isn't Mikey voiced by Greg Sipes?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I keep thinking that Mikey and Beast Boy would be like best friends.
Oh, 100%. 100% they would be best friends. Matter of fact, in TMNT is so friggin' popular and still is popular, like 30, 40 years on, that they've included them they actually had a video game, an arcade game, and they even brought him into Injustice 2, where you could play as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And
Mikey easily being the best one with the best lines because everybody loves the guy. Because all he wants to do is just chill out and eat pizza.
They had a crossover with Batman.
Yes.
And they had a crossover with the Power Rangers.
Yeah. Both things that were popular. But with Batman was the most recent one.
Yeah.
And it was the movie called TMNT versus Batman. Now, ultimately, they're both good guys, so they're not going to be fighting each other forever. Eventually, they team up and take on Shredder, who somehow has managed to get into Gotham. And the whole first fight where they're fighting each other starts because they think that Shredder is Batman. And Batman thinks that the Turtles are with Shredder. Which I'm like, that's how these always happen. Like a clear case of miscommunication. It's exactly what happens. And I mean, we like seeing that shit, but let's be honest here. Like, it only goes for so long before you're like, and then they're going to team up, are they? We're going to team up to take on Shredder. I knew it.
Yeah.
But how is this movie? TMNT? Because I'm debating on going to see it.
I enjoyed it for what it was. I think my biggest issue was that it didn't seem like the story was the focus. This was the kind of movie that put more emphasis on the humor.
Yeah. That doesn't bode well then.
Yeah.
Because humor is good, but you gotta have a good story to back that humor.
Yeah.
Like there's this in this current time, at this point, there's that writer's strike going on in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, we have to wait forever and a day for the stuff we like to come back. For instance, Stranger Things, what was it? I think it's like 4 or something like that. The next season, like that's been delayed indefinitely because of the writer's strike. And and of course, one of our favorite movies, the Spider-Verse movies, Beyond the Spider-Verse has been delayed indefinitely because of the strike.
Which, I'm fine with that. Give them all the time they need, to work on it. So
yeah, I get that, but it's like, oh boy. But it's funny. I look at that and say, we're still waiting on this writer's strike to be done and over with.
Yeah.
But the UPS strike didn't like a blip. Like it got resolved pretty quick.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're here to talk about movies.
Mm-hmm.
So TMNT was Mutant Mayhem. I think there's a Superfly's the bad guy.
Yes, voiced by Ice Cube.
Ice Cube voices. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, this movie has a stacked cast.
Oh my gosh. I would say A-B level cast.
You have Jackie Chan as Splinter.
Okay, that's a good start right there, right from the jump.
Yeah. I don't think you'd recognize any of the actors playing the Turtles.
Maybe a couple. Why don't you list them off?
Okay. Brady Noon as Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo. Which I recognize those two. Nicholas Cantu was in Dragon's Rescue Riders, which is a show, animated show on Netflix based on the How to Train Your Dragon franchise.
Okay, which character was he? Because I recognize that.
He was Dak. Yeah.
Dak was
one of the twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I know who Dak is. Okay, gotcha. So I recognize him. He was Leonardo, was he? Or
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I loved Rescue Riders. I thought that was a great show.
It was a fun show. It honestly was.
You have Micah Abbey as
Donnie, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because Donnie sounded a little bit effeminate, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. Simply because I was like, her voice is pitched higher.
Yeah. And then I don't remember who plays
Michelangelo?
Yeah.
Well, that's why we got to Google. All right, they're going to pull that up real quick. But what do you think of the Turtles? Did they do
Did a great job.
awesome?
Yeah.
Awesome. That,
And it helps that, for once they were voiced by actual teenagers. So
wait, they're all teenagers?
Mhm.
Shit, that's good. That's good. All right, TMNT, Mutant Man, comedy, sci-fi, a 99-minute movie. Huh.
yeah.
Okay, Nicholas Cantu, Leonardo. Seth Rogen as Bebop. Micah Abbey. Oh no, that's a dude. It looks like a dude to me. Yeah, that's a dude, all right.
Yep.
Dude, he was in a suburb of. He was from here. He's from Columbus,
really?
Ohio. Moved to Los Angeles at the age of 10.
Huh.
Okay, so it's a guy. I thought it was a girl for a second. I was like, oh, okay. My mistake.
John Cena was Rocksteady.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Brady Noon.
Yep. Which he was Greg Heffley in the animated Wimpy Kid movies,
Yeah.
which were not great.
Yeah, I get you. Shaman Brown Jr. as
Okay.
Michelangelo. Okay, what was this guy? I'm curious. Born in 2004, he's 19 years old. He's been this show called The Chi, so I guess Chicago or something like that.
Yeah.
So this might be this. I think this might be his first. Yeah, this is his first movie role.
Oh dang.
Yeah, because he's only known on The Chi. The CHI. We'll go with that because I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not trying to be idiotic or anything, but I'm trying to figure out. It's like, is it she like Chicago or chai? Because chai tea, but I'm guessing the she. Since 2018. So this is his first movie role. Yeah. So that was Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Post Malone is
Paul
Ray
Rudd.
Fillet, Paul Rudd, Wingnut,
Rose Byrne.
Oh, Giancarlo Esposito.
Yep.
Gus from Breaking Bad.
And
Maya
Rudolph.
Hannibal Buress. Oh, they got Dylan O'Brien. They got James Marsden in this shit.
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, they even got Steve Bloom. You gotta have Steve Bloom in anything voice related. Huh. Neato.
Yeah. Yeah. Although, I will say, the finale, is awesome.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. And as soon as it started,
You were put on our Discord saying you were thinking of the Starter Riot,
yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah. There are several Spider-Verse songs that could have worked in this movie.
I believe it.
Now, I know a lot of people have been comparing this movie to Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it reminded me more of Mitchell's versus the Machine.
I don't think I've heard of that one, actually.
Oh
no, wait, no, I did. I do know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one where the machines get loose.
Yeah.
And this one family, they just straight up fight it. That movie was animated really well.
It's a great movie. That is a great movie.
Just seeing the mom lose her absolute mind. Just lose it hi, baby boy. What just happened? Uh-oh. Somehow these machines know, uh-oh, Mama Bear's mad. I've seen clips of it where they paired the Doomslayer theme to it, where she just goes absolutely berserk, and it's great. It is fantastic.
Hi, my name is Adam. Do you want to talk about dinosaurs?
Hold on, I think I might be able to pull that one up because that video is so freaking funny. Like it's just one person. Let's see. Machines. Mom fight. Doom. When yeah, this is it right here. 2 years ago, when the Doom music kicks in. Now it gets it. Just when the Doom music kicks in. Just merciless beating. Just straight up murder. Like, oh. Like, it was wild. Like, just seeing that where they just like, and we're pairing it up with the Doom music.
Yeah, but if you haven't watched that movie, you should watch it.
What streaming platform is that sucker on?
I think it's on Netflix.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out then.
Yeah.
Let's see. So there's that, and you also saw The Flash, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I saw The Flash. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah, you did say that. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's nearly as bad as people are saying it is.
Yeah.
And it does get a little chaotic towards the end.
Sure, I get it.
Yeah.
But it's a decent movie, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I know people are refusing to watch it because of Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, he's done some stuff like with kids that's like
yeah.
But I mean, I honestly want to go. It's already out of theaters.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to go see it because Michael Keaton. Like, I grew up watching Michael Keaton's Batman, so for him to be back in the suit.
Yeah. Really, the only part I was not a fan of was the part in the beginning where he does like this building rescue. It was way too silly and it went on for way too long.
That stinks.
Yeah.
That stinks.
Excuse me.
Like somebody I know described this movie as basically being a Justice League movie from the Flash's perspective. And I think that's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. But
And I know, like, people have complained about the CG in the movie. I didn't think it was bad.
okay.
But Annie Muschietti has said that I guess it was supposed to look bad on purpose.
Ugh. That's not a good sign.
But I didn't think it looked that bad.
All right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, also, like, this is supposed to be a movie about the Flash. Why are all of the cameos of Superman?
I guess they wanted to do like as much weirdness as they could.
One thing I will say is that the look of the multiverse was actually really cool. So I will say that. So yeah, I saw Flash, I saw TMNT, I saw Strays, and I saw Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I heard that one's not doing so well.
Yeah.
Like it's not as good.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I don't know why they wanted to reboot that. I was like, what's wrong with the original? Original was pretty good.
I really liked this one. Although,
there you go. Come on. There you go.
the one thing that bothered me, and this might be a bit of a weird criticism, but you have a movie set in New Orleans who is famous for their paranormal activity. How is this not a period piece?
I don't know. That honestly probably could have worked pretty damn well. It could have worked really damn well, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer. Because you got Danny DeVito in this thing. Come on. The guy is practically Disney gold.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that you're only placing 4th in the box office right now?
Yeah. And it didn't help either that there's one character in the movie who already dresses like he's from the 1920s.
Which I'm like, yeah, you could have done something with that, man.
Yeah.
You could have absolutely done something with that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the best part of this movie, and I'm not even joking when I say this, is Jared Leto as the Hatbox Ghost.
Really?
Yeah.
He does that good of a job, huh?
Yeah.
Dang. That's surprising. Because I know he didn't do well as the Joker, and he didn't do so good as Morbius.
Right.
Which I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Dog is like, give me attention.
Yeah, but I will say at least it was better than the Eddie Murphy movie. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was okay. I thought that was an okay one, but I think I only saw like the beginning and the end. I didn't see the middle. But I think this new one is supposed to be more in line with like the ride.
Yeah.
Which okay. So that one might be a fun one to go see.
Yeah.
But I loved like when they went to the police and they had like a guy sketch it up. It's like, you did that? How I'm like, dude, that is like Disney caricature level of good.
Yeah. I thought Lakeith Stanfield did a great job too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. What movie did I watch recently? Oh, I watched Terrifier.
Okay.
Don't watch that one if you're expecting anything good. It's like a gore fest, basically. Like there's horror, there's a story in there of horror, but it's a lot of gore. It's a lot of gore. And the new monster on the block is Art the Clown, and it's like, oh, whew. This guy just wants to kill people. I saw Black Phone a while ago. That was a fun one. That was actually a fun paranormal coming of age story.
I've been wanting to watch that one.
It's a good one. You should definitely watch it. And let's see, the most recent one that I watched.
Did you see Oppenheimer?
I have not seen Oppenheimer. I saw Barbie, and Barbie was to me it was okay. It was all right. But I liked the colors. I loved the Kens. Everybody that said the Kens were the best part of the movie, they're not lying. The Kens were the best part of the movie.
Yeah. Like,
and of course, Will Ferrell as the CEO of Mattel.
Yeah.
Making him look like an absolute bumbling buffoon and idiot. Even though a good chunk of the Barbie execs are women.
Yeah, I really don't want to get too much into Barbie because then we're going to start getting into like politics.
Yeah. So it's an all right movie, but it's not entirely memorable.
Yeah. One of my favorite aspects of the Barbie movie was how like the sets like in Barbie Land, they looked like actual like play sets.
Yeah, that's
and I thought that was really cool.
That's the thing I liked about it. It's like it was very colorful. It looked like the play sets. I'm a guy. I never had Barbie, but I'm like, that looks like a play set. That's awesome. And then the most recent movie that I saw, First Blood.
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone's First Blood, from like early 80s. This is piggybacking off of his success of Rocky, where he plays Rambo. It's the first Rambo movie. He plays a Vietnam vet, a Green Beret who's come home, and he's just looking to find his team, and they're all dead and gone, and he's just passing through a town, and a sheriff who's got nothing better to do than to pick on the guy, harasses him and gives him a hard time. And the sheriff and his deputies end up causing Rambo to have a PTSD episode where he gets triggered. Like he straight up has Vietnam flashbacks when he was a prisoner of war. And so because of what they've done, he doesn't go. All he does is he looks to injure and maim and to be left alone. And they call in the government gets called in because, well, it's Rambo.
Right.
And Rambo's commanding officer is telling this police deputy, basically, you fucked up, leave him alone. The police sheriff is like, no, I'm going to go find this guy. I'm going to kill him. And it's not until Rambo has him like pinned down where he can pull the trigger, where Rambo he doesn't pull the trigger. He just leave me alone. And at the end of the movie, because of all that he's done terrorizing this little town, he gets sent to federal prison. And the sheriff gets sent to the hospital and treated for his injuries. How's that for the bad guy getting away relatively scot-free?
I want to keep talking while I think.
Yeah, absolutely. The movie I thought was really good. Whoops.
Sorry about that.
That fell down.
Yeah.
There you go. I thought the movie was good. Like, it was fun because it showed you a picture of what the Vietnam veterans, when they came back home from war. Because you got to understand, leading up to the Vietnam War, and those that served in the war, they got like a hero's welcome. Like they were welcomed back as heroes, essentially. And what happened was that when they came back, they were spit on. They were called baby killers. They were called like the worst things. And as a result, now they puppy dog.
Yeah.
They
Sorry.
There you go. They got treated horribly. And because they got treated horribly, they have this severe distrust with most people. And as a result, they just want to be left alone. So, and the movie shows that you do not mess with a soldier. Like after the Vietnam War, you start to see people like go into the VA for PTSD and or as they called it back in the old days during the Great War, shell shock. Because of everything that had happened to them, they sought help. They sought help for some of their stuff, but they also said, "I don't need to go see help." But this movie goes to show you that, one, don't mess with a veteran. Just don't, especially if they've seen like a lot of combat and plenty of combat. Two, these guys, they're guys like you and me. These Vietnam vets were just kids, and to go fight for a war they didn't want to fight, and to be treated like shit and spit upon when they got back, it was wrong in many magnitudes. And I would definitely recommend the movie First Blood. I definitely would. I'm keeping my eye out for Rambo 2 because First Blood was so good, but after that, apparently the clips I've seen of Rambo 2, you saw the tone shift away from dark and gritty to like more action. Just like not focusing so much on the war or Rambo, just a big old case of, we're going to go from like a drama about war veterans and with some action in there, some realism mixed in there, to we're going to make this an action-packed movie and turn Sylvester Stallone's John Rambo into like an action figure, an action hero of the 80s. And it's very much of that. Because this movie, in terms of Sylvester Stallone's career, first it was Rocky, then Rocky 2, then Rambo. And after Rambo was Rocky 3. Now, Rambo and Rocky 3 were, First Blood and Rocky 3, my bad, they were done like back to back for him. So he did one project, then he did the other. And they came out the same day, not the same day, the same year, in 83, when they came out. I say this because I like the Rocky pictures. I love the Rocky boxing pictures. They're so fun. The first two, I think, are great, really great. But by the third one, they focus more on the boxing and less on the drama, so it becomes just a sports flick. But Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 are definitely sports dramas, I would say. So for those, and definitely for Rambo, I would say if there are any movies I would recommend to watch of Sylvester Stallone, just to show you the stuff he's done, it's in this order: Rocky 1, Rocky 2, and First Blood. Those ones I think are pretty dang good. All right, so I did a lot of talking.
All right, I am back.
She had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You good over there. All right, but
what time do you have to go?
I think I actually have to. Don't put her paw on my nuts. I actually got to get going like ASAP.
Okay, all right.
But I talked about the Rocky pictures and Sylvester Stallone, a little bit of Sylvester Stallone's career, and what movies I recommend of Sylvester Stallone to watch, which are Rocky. I'll put them in this order: Rocky, Rocky 2, and First Blood. Those have to be some of the best movies that I think that he's done, where he focuses on like the drama. Like you could definitely tell he put the most work into these pictures. So the Rocky movies are on Amazon Prime. First Blood, I can loan that to you because I actually picked that up from Half Price Books. Seriously, check out that store. It is like a treasure trove. It's great. But that's all I got.
Yeah.
And I think that's all you got too, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in to our 1 year anniversary special. Whether you live streamed it or you're watching it now on YouTube, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching us. We really appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out our Discord.
Yep.
And you know what? Maybe next time we leave it up to everybody to see what they want us to talk about. But we need to get a few more people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna put that in our Discord and say, what movies would y'all like us to talk about next time?
Yeah.
So, and let's keep it like, mainstream sort of thing, so that way we can watch it. Because if you make it way too indie, we're not gonna be able to watch it,
Right.
and we're not gonna be able to talk about it so much.
Right.
All right. So, all right, that's it for us.
Yeah. Well, I also had this idea to maybe do like some kind of like a fan casting video.
Oh, fan casting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
So, what would we do for that?
I don't know. We'd have to figure out what we're gonna fan cast.
Oh, so it's basically it would be we cast celebrities and roles that we think that they would do.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got an idea what we're getting at here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start it off. Nick Cage is Superman. See ya, folks. I gotta get going.
Yeah. Bye.
All right, bye bye.